Mercury retrograde has a really bad reputation, and I get it. I have been on delayed flights, I've been stuck in traffic, my computer just like stopped working, and those moments were not fun. But Mercury retrograde has a lot of benefits, and when we work with the energy instead of trying to push against it, that's when things can be really magical, and we can gain perspectives and understand things that we didn't if we were just like going and not pausing and stopping. If it's Mercury retrograde and you are experiencing all the things, I'm going to share 5 ways that you can work with the energy and gain the benefits of Mercury retrograde. My number 1 favorite thing to do during Mercury retrograde is declutter. The energy of Mercury retrograde is all about revising, revamping, editing. So it's such a good time to go through all of your things and assess, what do I want? What do I need? And what is just not fitting into my life? Mercury retrograde is also a great time for organizing. So if you want to organize your physical space, files on your computer, your schedule, anything that needs organization, this energy is really going to support you. Mercury retrograde doesn't want you to have a bunch of extraneous things that are distracting you, whether that's physical things or non-physical things. So if you pause and work with this energy, you're going to gain clarity on what's working for you and what's not, and you'll be able to let it go and clear space so that when Mercury retrograde is over, amazing things can come in. When Mercury is retrograde and you're looking at Mercury in the sky, it looks like it's moving backwards. It's actually not, because it's just like the way it's positioned in our solar system with us and the sun and blah, blah, blah. But it looks like it's moving backwards. And so for us, it's good to look backwards as well. So it's a great time to revisit any old projects, anything that you were working on in the past, or any challenges or issues that you had been having that you weren't able to solve. For me, I decided to revisit my schedule. I have just been having a hard time figuring out my routine, and it's been a struggle, to be honest. But once Mercury went retrograde, I just felt like I should work on this. I should ask for advice. I should figure this out. And honestly, it was figured out in like an hour. And I feel so good about my revised schedule now. So if there's something that you had been working on that you kind of hit a roadblock on, you might find clarity now, you might figure it out. Or if there are old projects that you had started and stopped, now is a really good time to go back to them. You might also find that people from your past pop up again, because we are looking backwards with Mercury going backwards. And so you might have exes reach out, old friends, old coworkers, old jobs even. They may want to engage with you again. Really think about what your experience was like with them in the past, because with this Mercury retrograde energy, it's going to be the same energy and the same themes. So if it worked out for you then, it'll be the same energy. But if it wasn't that great, I would say proceed with caution. Mercury retrograde is a great time to revise plans. Like I said, Mercury looks like it's going backwards during Mercury retrograde. And what it looks like from our vantage point on Earth is that Mercury is crossing the same area of the sky forwards and backwards. So it's going forwards, then it's retrograding backwards, and then it's going forward again. And we have that same energy in our life during Mercury retrograde. So it's good to go back, revise, and then revise again as it's moving forward to catch anything that we might be missing. So if something is on your mind during Mercury retrograde or something keeps coming up, definitely look deeper. It's a good time to revisit goals and see how's it going. what's working, what's not working, maybe change course. It's a good time to revise things like a website or a project or a book or anything that is coming to mind. You will experience so many benefits during Mercury retrograde when you slow down. It can be really annoying when things aren't working out. Plans are getting delayed and everything's all weird. But when that happens, Mercury wants you to slow down so that you can be more mindful. There's something there that you're not really seeing or paying attention to, and Mercury is causing havoc in that area so that you'll stop pushing and relax and see what's really going on. Mercury wants you to be more mindful and not just going through the motions. And so Mercury is going to point that out through miscommunications, technology mishaps, travel delays. It's going to bring up something to make you stop and think, what am I missing? How can I communicate better? Or what should I be doing before I try to do this next thing? Mercury is causing this thing to make you kind of wake up and pay attention to whatever you should be focusing on. So when those things are happening, when things aren't working out, pause and think, okay, what is it that I'm not seeing? What is it that I'm missing? And Mercury will help you see that. It's really funny because I'm recording this and Buddy's in the hallway crying and I'm just like trying to push through, but it's such a Mercury retrograde thing where it's like, no, wait, maybe I should pause. Maybe I'm missing something. It's so Mercury retrograde. Okay, I'll pause. What am I missing here? Buddy stopped meowing. It must have just been for me to model how to go with the energy and not push against it. Another benefit of Mercury retrograde is that it is a great time to reflect and go inward. It's not a time to start anything new or move things forward. It's a great time to reflect, reassess. So really think about what you want, what your options are, what inspires you, what is working in your life, what's not working, what you're satisfied with, what you're desiring. It's also a good time to revise any beliefs that you have. You may start to notice, wow, I'm thinking that I'm not good enough. And that is so not true. I want to not think that anymore. So it's a good time to do some inner work on that. You may also realize that the way you're seeing things just isn't helping you. It's not benefiting. So you may open up to a new perspective. It's also a good time to cleanse your energy, do some energy work, meditation, yoga, and really connect with you and your body and your practice. Because once Mercury does go direct, that time that you spent really getting clear and grounded will help you to move forward in an even better way. During this Mercury retrograde, I started doing yoga again. It has been so good for me. I feel like I'm connecting deeper with myself, deeper with God, with just being present with life, and I feel so different in the best way. So if there is a practice or there's something that you know would help you just be more present with yourself, this is the best time to do it. In general, Mercury wants us to dig deeper, read between the lines, not just take things at surface value, because a lot of times with Mercury retrograde, things are happening behind the scenes that we're not really aware of and we don't become aware of until after Mercury moves direct. So it's a really good time to just be aware, observe, and catch things that we might have missed when we were so busy just focusing on moving forward in the future. I hope that this video helped you see Mercury retrograde in a new light and that you are able to use the energy and work with it instead of trying to push against it. It's not like, oh, Mercury retrograde is horrible or it's great. It's neutral. And so when we learn how to work with it and use it, we can make it good or bad. If you have any Mercury retrograde tips or stories that you want to share in the comments, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.